This is a video, guys, that honestly I never thought that I would be making. But I think it's high time we talked about the dark side of FPV. And no, I don't mean spending all your money and not being able to afford the hobby, that kind of dark side. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a much darker, sinister, more evil entity that's been going around the FPV community. And honestly, I am tired of seeing what I've been seeing in the last couple years. Because I got an FPV about 2017. Since 2017, FPV has been a big part of my life. It has changed my life in very positive ways. FPV is a positive hobby that a lot of us all enjoy, that we all love to do. And then a lot of us have found companionship, friendships among this wonderful hobby. And there's a lot of positive things about this hobby as well, so I don't want to negate that. There's a lot of good, awesome people in this community that are here to help, that are here to grow the hobby, that are here to lift up one another and just make this hobby the best it could possibly be. However, that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today, we're here to talk about the dark side of FPV. I've seen the last couple years, I have seen a lot of negative things that I can't unsee. And, you know, as a creator, as a FPV pilot, as a friend, as a brother, it hurts me to see these kinds of things happening in the FPV community. And I know we don't live in a perfect world, so I'm not trying to say that we live in a perfect world and, you know, that everything's always going to be great and there's never going to be, you know, bad things that happen. But I think a lot of the things that are happening in the FPV community can be avoided simply by us just caring for one another more. And if we all think about where we all come from, where we all started, right? We're all in this hobby because we love flying and we love being able to get away from the everyday mundane, you know, things going on in our lives. It's a good escape, right? FPV is a hobby for some and it's a lifestyle for others. And it can be challenging when you start mixing those things. But I want to say that we need to have a hobby where people can come and be welcomed in with warm and open arms. And that's just not what I've been seeing here recently. I've been seeing a lot of negative things going on in the FPV community on social media. I've seen pilots making fun of other pilots for certain questions they've been asking. I've literally seen people being attacked, threatened. And I can't sit back and just not try to put my opinion and my voice out here to hopefully, you know, share this message. Hopefully this message gets shared enough to where we can spread awareness, right? We need to have awareness that there is a dark side of FPV, and what we want to do is we want to stay away from that, obviously. But that always can't be helped. Sometimes it's just going to happen that we're going to get involved with certain things and certain people and certain groups, and things just aren't going to go well. People don't see eye to eye. People don't agree on everything. But while people don't agree on everything, guys, there's no excuse for the kind of treatment that I've been seeing from my brother, my best friend, Chris Justice, MD95TSI. He has received so much hate from certain people in the community. He's been threatened physically. People have threatened him physically with physical harm. People have just completely just attacked him and his family for no good reason. Now, I know that everybody's not perfect. Everybody makes mistakes, and I've made a lot of mistakes, believe me. But There's no excuse for us to turn on one another in such a way that we're literally trying to destroy someone. Um, it's just uncalled for. So I'm making this video to spread awareness because I don't want to see these things continuing to keep happening. I don't ever want to have to make a video about these types of things, but I feel like if we spread awareness and we put the information out here, maybe things will change. Maybe things will get better. Maybe people will have a change of heart. So, without getting into too much detail, I just want you to know that Chris Justice, MB95TSI, is my brother. He is my best friend in the hobby. I have been friends with him for years, and we have a solid friendship. And when I see him getting attacked for no reason at all, it kills me inside. Things may not have worked out the way that some people intended, but I have never seen Chris disrespect anybody on social media to the point where he deserves to be treated the way he's been treated. He has a lot of love for the community. He has a lot of love for this hobby. He's always trying to look out for everybody, trying to help people out. And the kind of treatment that he's been receiving, it makes me sick. It literally makes me feel ill that this hobby is doing this. Like, there's certain negative energies in this hobby that are attacking my brother and his family, and there's not even a really good reason for it. Like, there's never a good reason, but this is definitely gone too far, to where, you know, I don't think that we should be living. We should be able to have a great hobby, go have fun, right? Go share our fun. We should be able to go out, have a good time, and not have to worry about, you know, oh, so-and-so is going to, you know, threaten me, is going to, you know, may walk up and try to swing on me. Like, that's not what this hobby's about, guys. Like, we should not be attacking one another. We should be loving one another. And if we don't see eye to eye, that's fine. We don't have to take it any further than that. If we don't see eye to eye with somebody, you know, we can just move on and let bygones be bygones, right? And just continue on. We shouldn't want to have to destroy people. We shouldn't want to have to attack people in such a way that it literally forces some people right out of the hobby. We've built a great community here, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you guys that's in this community with me. There is a dark side out here, and I have seen it firsthand. It took a while. For years, you know, I never saw any of the dark side, you know, of FPV. Everything was great, you know, everything was awesome. Everybody was supportive, you know. But here over the last couple years, I will say that the dark side of FPV has definitely come closer and closer to my doorstep. Yeah, and I want to see things get better. I want to see a positive change. You know, when new products release, you know, there's huge debates on Facebook. You know, people are arguing with people. People are getting hostile about what kind of gear people are flying. I've seen people make fun of other people because of what gear they're flying. Guys, that's not who we are. That's not who we should be. We should be a loving community no matter what you fly, no matter what you have. We're all in this hobby because we love flight, we love flying, we love the hobby. We should have a love for one another no matter what you fly, no matter what you use, you know, no matter who doesn't agree with who, right? We're all here out of love for one another. So I ask you, please, please, think about your actions, right? Think about what kind of example you're setting for your children. You know, if they see you acting in a certain way, you know, think about that. You know, think about the example that you're leaving. We want to be a good example. Let's try to do a better job of being a good example and showing love for one another, you know, and not making fun of people and not attacking people just because, you know, things don't work out the way we thought they were going to work out. You know, I think Chris has done an excellent job of being completely professional, and explaining, you know, his feelings and matters on certain things in the hobby when things just don't work out. I think he's done a great job at not attacking people directly, not bashing people on social media. He's done a great job at just being professional, explaining the situation, and trying to move on. How's he supposed to move on when people are continuing to harass him, attack him online? You know, these things, they make me sick, honestly. It's gotten to a point where it's affecting me now because it's affecting him, and he is my best friend, and I will always support him, you know, no matter what happens. We are rock solid. We are a team. You know, we are family as far as I'm concerned. So, not a normal video, guys. I typically don't like to do, you know, any videos about negativity or anything like that. This is an awareness video. This is, hey, things are going on in the FPV community that are not good, that are not positive. The dark side of FPV. So, I'm putting this out here for awareness. I really appreciate each and every one of you for what you have brought to me. The friendships that I've acquired, I value every one of them, and I just want to continue to spread love in this hobby. I want to continue to see people loving one another, people helping one another. You know, there's enough hate in the world as it is. We don't need to bring that into our hobby, right? The hobby is like our escape from life. It's where we come to, you know, get the stresses out, relieve the stress, right? We shouldn't have to be worrying about these types of things in our hobby, honestly. But I'm curious to know what your experiences have been. Have you seen, you know, the dark side of FPV? Have you not? Put it down in the comment section because I'd be greatly interested to hear what you have to say. And yeah, I'm here to help. That's what the channel is all about. This channel, when I put it up, it was all about helping one another, sharing my experiences throughout my journey to try and help people along the way to maybe possibly not make the same mistakes that I made, to make the FPV hobby even better for the next person. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video on a positive note and just let you know that I'm very appreciative for my channel, for all the support that I get. I'm greatly appreciative for each and every one of you guys, and I'm going to continue to keep doing what I love to do, and I'm going to continue to keep supporting my brothers in this hobby and my family. So, Chris, MD95TSI, Crystal Justice, Russell Justice, you guys are my family. I love you all as much as I love my own flesh and blood family. That's how strong of a bond we have. So, I will support you guys to the very last breath that I have in me. But thank you all, guys, so much for watching. If you like what you see on my channel, I encourage you to check it out. Please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Edrone, out.